Hello.
Pleased to
Welcome
meet
Time
on
for
in.
Mountain Mondays.
It is time for Mountain Mondays. It's true. Legolius, how we doing? Thank you for the 67 months, dude. And Longhorn with the 61 months. Got two of the OGs coming in here to start off the day. Hello. I still exist. I am being seen on a camera. And no, it's been a few weeks. Hello, how are we doing? Oh, man. Oh, man. So, what's the scoop? I haven't paid attention at all. What's the scoop so far? Any good leaks coming out? Any good theories about what Minecraft Live's gonna be once it eventually gets here? Where are we at? What are the thoughts, y'all? What are the thoughts? You sound much better. Yeah, it's kind of been like, I'm at the point of the cold where
Almost a year.
I wake up in the morning and I feel like the first half hour I'm like, but then it's just that just like flush and then I've been fine. So that's been super fun.
Pleased to meet you.
But then I randomly lost my voice
GMG.
last night again. So super fun. Speaking of super fun, Goldfish Grandma with the 11 months. Luciotis, thank you for the 7 months. So I really do appreciate y'all. Did you know the Minecraft Live leaked? We're getting pale lavender and dark green dyes and azalea wood. We'll see. Where's these leaks come through? I haven't seen any of them. I haven't seen anything. I'm kind of curious if there's been like any actual realistic leaks that have come through. Let's see. Minecraft Live 2026 leaks. Let's see.
Pleased to meet you.
2 years, baby week.
Oh, the tweet got deleted already. So yeah, that's it could be, you never know. You never know. Grosmoth's, what we do know is 2 years as a mega fan, my dude. Thank you so much. You should do a secret base in the mountain. This mountain actually does plan to have a like minecart track through it, which would be kind of fun. Do some hacking to find the leaks. Hacker mode. Ew. I don't want to buy Twitter Premium. Ugh. I don't want to be verified on that platform. Why would I want to do that? There's no like decent posts right now of leaks. There's people saying we're getting the deep dark expansion. There's somebody saying that we're getting the return of the mob vote. Okay. We'll see. Gosh, I love all the fake leaks that come through this time of year. I'm sure with AI now, there's gonna be so many more fake leaks. It'd be so
Why'd
good.
the alternate universe Spider-Man do so well on his driving test? He is an excellent parallel parker.
I was really thinking there for a second, be like, did he take a driving test in any of the movies? Are we browsing clickbait titles? I was trying to find. Somebody said that there's the leaks are happening. I was trying to find them. No luck so far. I feel like, though, sorry if I'm still clearing my throat a little bit. I do feel like azalea wood would not be something high on my expectation to happen in Minecraft. Like, I feel like that's not one up there. And it's, yeah. I don't know. I don't feel like that's like really up there on like the list that I would have. Let's see. Minecraft Live 2020. I'm really trying to find these leaks. Maybe Minecraft's just shutting them all down because they were so real. No, that's a post from 2020. No. The most important leak you could all ever need to know ever is that I'll be live streaming on Saturday when Minecraft Live is going on. So you can hang out here and chat while Minecraft Live's going on. We'll do our usual talk about it as all the things go on and everything. But yeah, I don't know where the leaks are. Won't believe any of the leaks unless they're proven by Minecraft in live. Well, yeah, true, obviously, but it's so fun to speculate, May. Is that not like the best part of Minecraft Live? Is that not just like the reason we all get excited for Minecraft Live is we can overhype everything of ourselves, and then no matter what Minecraft delivers, it underperforms, and we get to be mad at them because it underperforms to the thing that we ourselves overhyped? Is that not the way social media circles now? I thought that's like where we find fun and everything, is that we spin up our little theories on our everything and we get it so big and so grand and so crazy, and then it doesn't happen, and then, you know, it's just...
Pleased to meet you.
Alexa, thank you for the 15 months. Heroic Pixels also, thank you for the 26 months. I know I got you earlier, but thank you again. Thank you. YouTube friends, be sure to click the like button if you can't. If you have not already. I know you can. Dude, why is my light on? My light turned off. I was dark on that. Half my face was dark. Oh no. Philosopher fWhip. No, dude, that's just social media nowadays. You go to any like fan base in social media before a thing releases, and they're just like boo 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 theory, and then the actual thing comes out and they're like, this doesn't meet the expectations of the theories that I concocted or consumed on TikTok. What's going on? I'm just so excited for the Azalea Wood set. See, exactly, there's a spoiler potential leak of an Azalea Wood set. I don't think it's happening. I don't think Azalea Wood's going to be added to the game. I will happily be wrong about that because I think it could be cool. But also, like, what color would Azalea Wood fill? And would that make technical players mad? Because currently, you can make a fully automatic oak wood farm and fully automate oak wood and everything to do with oak wood with Azalea right now. So you would be taking a feature away to then give another one. Granted, there's already other ways to farm oak trees, but that one's fully, like, player does not need to be involved. So I guess that would just mean that you would now be fully automatically farming Azalea wood, but I don't know. Do you submit your Nether hub for the pre-show? No, I didn't submit anything this year. Last year, the pre-show thing to submit forms for it, I worked with Minecraft on it. They like reached out to me and were like, hey, submit this thing, give us a 30-second clip, do all this, like do all these things. And I worked with them on it, and then they're like, oh, can you edit it in this way with like a whole voiceover and everything for it? And they wanted a whole 30-second clip and told me that they were gonna include the whole thing. And then they included a 3-second clip without any audio in it. Like they just ripped the audio, they just ripped the visual off of what I had made and put that up there instead. So I felt a little kind of like, what the heck, guys? So I just was like, I'm not gonna bother with it this year. Leave that up for just fans of the community to submit stuff. I feel like there was a mod recently shown of Azalea Wood, which is why it's now a leek green palette. I feel like there's so many other ways that we could get a green palette in Minecraft that would not need Azalea Wood for it. But that being said, my world's a little laggy. Hello? Okay, there we go. And hello! Look at this, we're in a hardcore world. Yeah, the mountain that we are going to be starting working towards completing is this homie. Today, what I would like to do, sorry, I'm gonna be clearing my throat a lot probably. I want to get all of the trees torn down, and I want to start shaving back the areas where we don't need blocks and see how much of that we can do without really needing a beacon or anything, because I feel like it's gonna be pretty easy. Just a lot of the dirt shavings, because we generally made the mountain larger, but we're gonna clear out all of the trees. And then we've got, I'm trying to replace this little spruce forest over here with my own thing. So I think we're going to gather up all the spruce leaves as we go. And we're just going to kind of keep working through all of it as we can. Ooh. Just ignore me. Is it laggy for you guys too? Is it like laggy, or is it just like kind of a little laggy? Might have been a touch laggy there, but it should be fine now. Good thing you're at least starting another mountain in the actual world. Hey, ouch. Ouch. You know, truth hurts sometimes, Stam. Truth hurts. And I didn't need that type of hostility today. But like, here you are, bringing that hostility in. No politics in chat, please, friends. Make sure you read the rules. I don't want to discount any causes out there, but I don't believe the Minecraft live stream is a proper place to be talking about politics and stuff without it just ending in a lot of people being upset and not being mature enough to handle the conversation on the internet. So we just say no politics of any shape or form on this channel. Thank you for understanding. Who's the BRRRR? Astrocat, thank you for the 11 months, my dude. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I kind of wish for a greenwood palette. We just had bamboo built out more. Like, give us unstripped bamboo as like a whole wood palette.
Happy birthday, fWhip.
Thank you. How'd you... Cultural Tech? I don't know. How'd you know it's my birthday? Oh, no, it's your 1 year. Oh, cool.
Pleased to meet you.
Fine.
Just got Axiom and wow, so much easier to get my ideas out. Love it. Small thank you for the constant inspiration.
Hey, illiterate Ian.
Heart.
Have
also
fun,
like
dude.
The stream, everyone.
Have fun. Have fun. Excuse me. Sorry. Have fun and just keep on enjoying and take it slow and just explore the tools as you're ready. There's a lot of stuff in Axiom. It's very easy to get overwhelmed, but just take it slow and enjoy having some new thing to mess around with. YouTube friends, be sure to click the like button if you haven't already. I very much do appreciate it. What's also like really crazy is that we're getting, maybe it'll change. We've only been live 20 minutes, but I feel like since I got sick because I wasn't streaming like consistent 3 days a week for a while, that YouTube was like, yeah, we're gonna take you out of this instant auto queue thing. I feel like I'm almost like getting because like Friday's stream and last Wednesday's stream both were like pretty low viewership wise. I'm like, is YouTube like punishing me for not being as consistent on streams? It's really weird. Please, emeralds are so inflated in Minecraft. You can't even say you need to mine them. They just appear out of thin air. Somehow there's always an emerald in a villager's pocket while they're alive. But if you kill them, then the emerald disappears. I don't know how they do it. Talk about generational wealth on the villagers. They just forever have emeralds to give away if you can sell them something, but you never see them earning any emeralds. Them Minecraft villagers, man.
Pleased to meet you.
Hi Smiles, haven't been able to make it to a stream in a
Me
while,
neither.
but I still religiously watch the videos, of course. _fWhip heart _fWhip heart.
It's okay. I haven't made it to a stream in a while either. Menina, thank you so much for the 34 months. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Missed Friday's stream. 6 a.m. was a little too early for me, but I watched the replay. Yeah, that was definitely an early one, just with I guess not really problem, but everybody else in that side either being UK based or East Coast based. I think Shelby and I are the only West Coasters. I guess Avid is mountain time, so he's kind of in the middle, but most people stream pretty early. So I was gonna stream at my normal time, then Sausage, I was like, okay, he and I are for sure getting on to do misadventure stuff. The others were kind of up in the air. And he was like, yeah, I have a hard cutoff at 12:45 your time, because I have to go do some things. And I was like, okay, well, if we do that, then we'd only have an hour to actually work together. So I was like, I'll just stream early, because then I also had a cutoff too if I had to give my wife a ride somewhere. The blizzard is no more in Washington, though. It's probably is still up in the past. Yeah, the mountains are dumped in snow right now. But around our house, all of the snow is already gone. It's so sad. Are you guys getting wild winds as well? Where I'm at, it's over 50 miles per hour. Not right now. No, we had a crazy storm Thursday through kind of Sunday morning, where it was still like high 30s, so above freezing, and we were just it was just snowing constantly. And then we're getting a lot of high wind with the snow too. Do you like the look of the new Minecraft drop? The tiny takeover? I think visually it's cool. I don't see myself updating it. The problem with Tiny Takeover, and the same thing happened with Mounts of Mayhem, is this isn't an update that's geared towards my playstyle. I'm a builder. I like to build things. Neither of them had a block to build with that's new. There's no new blocks at all in these new updates. Not even like a little weird gimmick like the last one we got was just a shelf along with the copper stuff. Like none of those were like new block palettes, but at least they were like new things, I guess, to add new colors to builds where you couldn't before. And shelves are honestly really, really cool. I love shelves because it gives you at least a vertical version of like a solid trapdoor for everything. But Tiny Takeover doesn't have a single new block in the game, and I couldn't really care less about just having a bunch of mobs running around my builds. Like they're kind of cute to have one every once in a while, but I have zero interest in actually updating to Tiny Takeover. Visually, I think it looks interesting. Just, I think it's a good general thing to have in Minecraft. Like, I always thought it was weird that baby mobs look the exact same as the adult mobs. I always thought we needed unique textures for them. So that's cool that it's finally being added, but like, I have zero interest in the update otherwise. And I think that's unfortunately the case with a lot of players that I've interacted with and heard from. But also that's my corner of the Minecraft space, that a lot of the people I talk to are also builders. I see Tiny Takeover in a similar lens of how Mounts of Mayhem came in, of this is a cool new 45 minutes of gameplay you can go do, and then you're just back to relying on what you're doing before for ideas. There's no longevity to the gameplay that's being added here, outside of, I guess, now you can forever have a little companion hanging out with you. But this update seems geared really towards young kids, which I am forever a champion saying that Minecraft needs to stop thinking that they are producing a kids game. I don't think they need to introduce like guns or adult topics or anything like that into the game. Absolutely not at all. But I think they need to realize that Minecraft is not only played by children. It's a game that the audience has grown as the game has been around longer. And at least according to like Google information, the average Minecrafter is in their the average person who watches Minecraft content is in their mid-late 20s. So the fact that we're still getting updates that feel like they're really geared towards children kind of sucks. And then there's like a whole demographic of players that's not really being catered towards. MJR, thank you so much for the 34 months, dude. I mean, and then take Rofo. He's bringing up the average Minecraft player age by at least a solid half a number. So you gotta cater towards your elders as well. I'm just kidding, Rofo. How you doing? Welcome on in, dude. How's fWhip today? I'm feeling a little better. You probably still kind of hear it in my voice, and it's like all like back stuff now. So like I can breathe through my nose again. Fantastic. But there's still some lingering congestion and whatnot. This doesn't look like mountain building. Wizzy, I gotta clear the trees so I can build the mountain. I'm mountain overbuilding. Come on now. And then I got 71,000 snow layers I need to get. I mean, look at this. That we don't need. All right, 76,000 snow layers. And then we probably have the grass. I don't have the snow. I think I have that. I think I have that. I think I have that. We don't have that. We don't have that. We don't have that. I have that. I probably have that. I have that. I can get that. I need to go farm for that. I might have that. Yeah, we don't need any of these.
Pleased to meet you.
Leaves we don't need.
Good to see an unexperienced Minecrafter finally build his first mountain.
I'm trying, bud. I'm trying. We actually don't need that deep slate. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I need the pointed ripstone. I don't need that. Let me clear this out, then we can see what we actually need. How we doing, Wombat? Thank you for the 11 months. Almost a year, my dude. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Need that. You know what? I don't need any of these. I'm not even going to think about the trees right now. That can be done later. I might need that. I don't know. I don't think any of these will be needed, to be honest.
Hey everyone, don't forget to hit the like button. It helps the algorithm recognize how much fun fWhip is.
We're so fun. Caitlin, thank you for the 19 months. Yeah, so we need all of these. I'm not going to get those. Those are for trees. Yeah, it's super easy. This would be really easy. I mean, look at that. That's not... Actually, I don't need that either. That's not too bad. That's like barely a scroll. Barely a scroll. It's only 2 blocks below a scroll. And honestly, I need that actually for the pathway. Well, we don't need that. And then I think we probably don't have the grass blocks, but we can also just use dirt for a lot of it. So. Dude, we got the whole gang here. We got Stan, we got Wizzy, we got Rofo. Rofo, are you off work now? Are you a free Minecrafter? I thought I heard you saying you were gonna be free to Minecraft soon. I'm so free. Nice. What's the next project? What's the project on the list? I think we already chopped that guy. Do we need to get rid of... Yeah, we need to get rid of all of these. All these trees. That... Yeah. I'm just... Are these two? Yeah, of course. Of course. I am not free to not work. Oof. You even got time to jump on the new WoW expansion? I haven't even touched it yet. But I am always excited for a new race to be happening. Be so locked in. This is my once every year pretty much that I just lock into WoW on Twitch. Hope you're feeling better. I'm like 90% on the way there. I still gotta be careful with how much talking I'm doing, but Otherwise, I'm pretty good. New upload is happening this time. Nice. I get all of it. I don't know. We're gonna assume yes. There's a blob of leaf here. We'll come back later. We're gonna need custom trees down here because these are these, I always liked that there was generally a tree here. It's just they were ugly default trees. Yeah, it looks like it's despawning. Oh, it was one of the foxes. I was like, who's eating? Like, I didn't start eating. No, it was a fox that ate something. Unfortunately, I was really hoping it'd be mostly spruce trees, but it's mostly oak trees that we need to get rid of. Oh my god, I forgot another one in here. Ugh, dude. fWhip just hates nature. It's true. I am a well-known nature hater. That is something that everybody knows about me, is that I just despise nature. It needs to be artificial and man-made. Glad to finally catch a stream. Of course, most of the streams happen to be during my classes, but it's spring break. Ooh, party hardy. Woo, spring break. No. I've heard spring breakers this year are quite sad because it's apparently incredibly expensive to go party hardy spring break. I mean, everything is quite expensive right now, but you know, what about the spring breakers? Yeah, there's absolutely zero nature involved in my branding anywhere whatsoever. Or challenging to get anywhere. Yeah. Okay, I haven't gotten any of the powdered snow from up here, so we're gonna have to keep an eye out for that because it's a wee bit chilly. Oh no, it's so cold. No, it's fine. Ow. You build an anti-nature university. It's true, yeah. It's very anti-nature. Somebody's gonna come in and be like, ugh, this fWhip guy, ew. Why is he so against nature? What the heck, man? And I'm over here like, peace, love, and plants. No, that's Mumbo's thing, sorry. Forgot. Oh, I forgot to put this campfire up here.
Keep it real.
I did that way long ago.
It's kinda funny watching you chop down those trees when I recently watched episode 3 of this series.
Probably where I was like, oh my gosh, look at all these trees. They're so cool. I put this campfire here just randomly, probably a year and a half, 2 years ago, just to have, so it looked like there's a little camp up in the mountains. Maybe we'll have to figure out how to put a camp back in the mountains at some point. My son Grayson would like to tell you you're the coolest YouTuber in the world. He's 5, by the way. Hey, I will happily take the approval from Grayson. That's absolutely awesome. Hope you two are doing well. Do you have any tips for building a big tree? Solid trunk base. Branches need to go very, very far. Only put leaves around where you put branches to. Use a IRL tree as reference if you can. Be prepared for multiple shulker boxes of leaves. That campfire was actually episode 1. No, that campfire from episode 1 I think was up in that mountain. The first mountain I went up in the world was this mountain. That I thought I came back through randomly later and did. I could be wrong though. You could be very easy that you're right and I'm misremembering. How are you feeling? I'm like 80% better. I'm feeling a lot better. But there's still just like a little lingering cough and whatnot going on, which sucks. If it's not like fully gone in another day or two, I'm gonna reach out to my doctor and be like, yo, can I get some help, please? Spruce leaves taste a little piney. Must have traveled. There's a nasty cold going around right now. I've heard from so many friends who've been sick or whatever, but it seems to be, from most people I've talked to, they've gotten better a lot faster than I have. So I think my body just probably hadn't fully recovered from the cold I had in January. So I was just got a worse version. Unfortunate. I don't know, like 80-90% better. I don't know. Math is math. Numbers are hard. I was able to work in the yard yesterday for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and felt great. So that was good. Just got some like low intensity exercise in just by cleaning up the garden and everything and throwing branches around and all that. So, you know, super fun. So like that was great, but like, and I thought I was totally fine, and then we were watching a movie with some friends last night who came over, and then I'm sitting there and they're leaving and I'm like, oh, bye. I'm like, why is my voice gone? Like what happened? Like, what happened in the last 3 hours where we've been sitting here watching a movie that I have never, that I just like somehow lost my voice? Like, this is stupid. Yeah, we watched Les Mis last night. It was the first time I'd ever seen it, actually. Actually, that's not true. I realized after we finished watching it that I had seen the last scene, 2 scenes, probably, I guess you'd say, of the movie. I'd never seen the rest of the movie, but I didn't realize that was from Les Mis. So we're watching it and we get to the last scene. I'm like, wait a second, this looks familiar. I stay motivated playing on the same world. Does it not get boring? No, I'm just forever expanding. I mean, it does get boring sometimes. There's projects that I'm like, I don't want to do this, but usually the idea of it being completed is enough to help me kind of power through and get it done because I'm so excited for the end result to be in the world. But it's also fully okay to take a break and not just spend 24/7 in Minecraft. But yeah, I think what helps me a lot with staying motivated is I jump around to projects a lot. And also this being my job definitely helps with motivation to want to get projects done and keep it moving forward, and having that extra incentive of, oh no, I should actually do this. Maybe I should not just go open up some other video game or scroll on my phone. Because I get more out of it than just completing a Minecraft build, you know? If you had one feature or block to the game right now, what would you add? I really want a blue wood. I think blue wood would be cool. Not like a warped wood. Warped wood is cyan. Warped wood is way more cyan than it is blue. But like a true blue wood would be cool. Or honestly, I think parity for slabs and stairs and not parity, but just like consistency. In terms of I don't understand why there's an andesite wall, but there's no polished andesite wall. There's a stone brick wall, but there's no stone wall. There's a tough wall. There's a polished tough wall. There's a polished there's a tough brick wall, but there's no polished granite wall. There's a brick wall, and then you get a granite wall. And there's a packed mud brick wall, but there's no packed mud wall, but there's a granite wall. There's a smooth stone slab. Which is a unique block in itself it's the only block in the game that has a unique double slab texture to it. But then there's no stair or wall of that. But then it's very closely related to just kind of like a polished block, which those in tough and deep slate have wall variants and stair variants and slab variants. It's just like those types of inconsistencies need to be fixed. Then also like there's a nether brick wall and there's a nether brick fence, but there's only a brick wall. There's no brick fence. Granted, I know nether brick is breaking a lot of Minecraft rules of their like design playbook, so they already have said multiple times that if they made nether brick now, there would be no nether brick fence, which I think is dumb. So yeah, I would say a blue wood would be the best for expanding building options. I would say for enhancing current building options, I think a gray or a light gray wood be the best for wood additions. I think we need a wood type of every color in Minecraft for sure. But yeah, and red nether brick, they need some love. Red nether brick doesn't have a fence. How are you gonna riddle me that? It's the same thing. You add nether wart to it and it's suddenly too big to make a fence out of. So yeah, there's a lot of inconsistencies in Minecraft that I'm going to just take you out. I would like to see a lot of those fixed. I think is my... If I could design an update, which I think would fit perfect for a drop like this. This is when I originally heard of the drop system. That was my expectation of updates, not a random floating friendly jellyfish. I think the happy guess is cool. Spears, I guess, fine, whatever. A new weapon is cool for Minecraft. I think the spear added a lot because you can apparently make fully AFKable where players not even needed to be involved mob farms and things that can have looting now, which is sick. I don't know if y'all saw it. There was a post somebody made a while ago that somebody made a mob farm, and in the killing chamber they had a zombie holding a spear sitting in a minecart going like back and forth, so like this way and that way, and then it was looking towards the killing chamber here, and on the far side of it, just out of reach, was a villager just sitting there, and it was a creeper farm, and all the creepers were coming in and just dropping into it. And because he was trying to stab the villager with the spear, it has the ability to like pierce through mobs as you're running with it. So it was killing the creepers, and the spear was enchanted with sharpness and looting. and mending and all that stuff, so it just would last forever, which I thought that's like so cool that you can just make a fully working farm, and now you can get full access to looting and everything. Just took somebody like a month to realize. Brand new mob tech. Yeah. You just give a zombie a spear and you have them try and kill a villager and keep the villager out of reach, and everything in between it will get farmed with looting. So killing chambers are going to be revolutionized to give insane drops soon for a lot of farms. Because if you think about it, there's so many farms that like are maximizing for the rate because you can't get looting off of it. And now you can just make a farm that's smaller and get insane rates off of it because you're going to get access to looting 3 off of any farm that you design. Yeah, you can put almost every sword enchantment on a spear right now. So I mean, like, that's cool. That's like cool tech that spears have introduced. But I don't know, man. I was a big believer in the drop system, and I'm starting to think maybe I was just on a little copium for it, which is unfortunate. I'm still a big believer in Mojang. I think Mojang has the game's best interest at heart. I don't know if they're delivering at certain things that I would consider to be in the best interest. Like I think Mojang is trying very hard to make a really, really solid game. It just seems that like the rate at which content is coming out is very slow, and the amount of content that we're getting when that content gets here is not enough to hold players until the next drop arrives, which is kind of a bummer. Like that, I thought that was kind of the theme of the drop system, was almost going to give like a seasonal approach to Minecraft in terms of like, okay, here for the next 3 months, if you want a Minecraft, like, here's the new stuff to mess around with. Here's like, the spear could do that, of like, here's a new mob farm tech. You go rebuild all of your old farms. You got 3 months to do it, 4 months to do it before the next drop comes out. Yay, that'd be fun. But like, we just haven't really gotten that. Like, Tiny Takeover has maybe, with a little bit of the hitbox changes of mobs, there's some like super technical stuff you can change with how you play the game, but like, I don't see it, man. In your experience, do you plan ahead, or you're planning, meaning playing and on stream? I do a lot of creative planning for my world. Almost everything I build, I've planned in creative mode before. I just really, really enjoy Minecraft building. And the way that I feel like I enjoy that to the fullest is in creative mode. So I do that because it gives me a lot of joy. And then it's a fun experience of then, okay, so I have this plan of this thing that I'm going to do. How can I make it into like how can I show it off in the coolest way when making a video? Like I'm always honest about it. I think if I wasn't a YouTuber, I would probably still play Minecraft. I don't think I would be playing survival Minecraft. I think if I was just playing Minecraft for fun, I would probably only have a creative world. Maybe an SMP that I'd be like really casual on with some friends. But no, I would not be doing the same level. Did you get your horse? I haven't went to pick them up yet, but I did double check that they were over there. Stan was right. I wanted to go get him so I could give him netherite horse armor, and then I was just be like, hey, look at this new feature, we can make netherite horse armor, wee. And then I was thinking about it, I was like, I have zero way to like segue this into the video, so I'm gonna save it for the next video because I need the horse for the next video. fWhip creative building only channel when? I really hate making videos with creative Minecraft only. It's weird. I think it's just such a different game on how to make things, and it's so much more about It's less about the enjoyment of just like playing the game and showing the process of it, of like you have to be so much more intentional with how you're doing things, how you're showing things, and if you're showing off the build technique, or if you're just going to go for like a shovel video that was just like, here's the biggest, grandest, craziest thing that you've ever heard of. And yeah, I don't know, there's creative Minecraft is such a weird thing for making videos of. I actually really do not like it. I've tried in the past, was never something I had fun with. And I really like to play Minecraft to have a thing that like I'm expanding upon and living in and like growing a world. I really do not like the second we have an SMP, like the second, like I had a ton of plans for Empire Season 2 that I never got around to. And the second we started saying, oh yeah, we're gonna wrap up the season soon, do we want to say like 2 months out, blah blah blah, my desire to do any of those plans instantly just went I just zero desire to do any of the plans that I had originally, just because I knew that as soon as I finished them I would be logging out of the world and I would never see them again. So like that creative Minecraft kind of feels a little on that side, which is why me having that balance of then I do it in survival in a world that theoretically I'm keeping forever makes it a lot more enjoyable for me. Makes me become more attached to what I'm doing, and knowing that like we're gonna wander through these places in another year or two and be like, oh yeah, remember when we built the mountain over there? Yeah. What are you gonna use this mountain for? Aesthetics. No, I'm gonna actually try and light up the entire inside of this mountain, just to spawn proof it, and then we might do some things inside. I don't really know yet. I do have a new farm that I want to build that needs to be hidden inside of a mountain because it's a big one. Oh, neighbors are walking their dogs. Yap, 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 yap. YouTube friends, be sure to click the like button if you haven't already. Helps me out a ton. We got almost 900 people in here. We're under 400 likes right now. Nothing wrong with some aesthetic mountains. Yeah. I love me some aesthetic mountains. Nah, these are part of completing the entire city of Path. Which needs all the landscaping and everything around the city to be finished up and cleaned up and all that. And that's looking at the scope of it is we've already done this mountain. These 3 peaks are done. The one that we're starting to tackle now is like here, like this whole section. This guy, excuse me, this guy's already planned out in creative. He's massive. These 2 mountains here are already planned out in creative as well, and they're honestly, I think, less work than this guy, but they're still pretty big, so we need to get those in. But I thought this would be a next good one to get started with, just because it's so close to the city. Yeah, there's spoilers on there. No looking. Sorry. Meowdy came to leave a like. Hey, Martin, how we doing? This is a big branch. Oh, I just thought of it. I just thought, okay, that somebody who asked me for like the minor thing that I would change in Minecraft, that if I could change anything, all the oak trees and birch trees must be 2 blocks taller. Nothing else changes about them. Just extend their trunks up by 2 blocks. I don't care what it breaks. I absolutely do not care. Reinvent your tree farms. These trees are too short. The amount of upgrades to transportation by horse and everything that would come to Minecraft purely, literally the only thing is by making forests easier to traverse, which the easiest way to do that is just make the trees go up by 2 blocks. Dude, you would you'd be able to take a horse through a forest with ease. Whereas right now it's a maze. How many mountains have you done so far? In this world, we've done one, like that big boy. We've done a custom mountain here that's been done. These are up here, which are kind of custom-y mountains. This was a mountain. This was a mountain, no longer a mountain. This is a custom hill on the back. We haven't really done any custom ones out here. No. Yeah, so I'd say we're at like I'd say that's like a 2, 3, 4 completed ones, probably. That would buff the early game, something they appear to be all about, so sure. Nah, but they ain't about it in that way. Because, like, imagine if every birch tree was this tall. Like, it'd be so much. You'd still have some areas where it'd be hard to get through, but it would be visually so much less noisy inside of a forest, for one. Because that's part of the reason why I hate oak and birch forest biomes. You can't see through them at all. Like, you're just staring at tree. You're just staring at blocks of leaves trying to get through a forest, unless you're like clear chopping your way through a jungle with a machete trying to get through a Minecraft forest. The crazy part is that jungles are easier to get through than forests in Minecraft now. But that's why you get to like a mega taiga, and they're so visually beautiful because they're so easy to see through. So you can actually see the detail and the interest inside of those biomes. You don't get that on any of the the regular deciduous forest biomes. Ah, there's a big word for you. Jinxie, throw that in for your word of the day. Deciduous. And then you're gonna have coniferous the next day. Or you're going more fun words though. We need more bushes. We really do. Minecraft needs more variety of foliage. That's like a very, very true thing, I think. I feel like we have like a good base level of foliage. And I really like the dry grass. I really like the firefly bush. I really like the bush. All of those are fantastic. Those were great additions to the game. And there's still so many openings because they all fit in a very, very close green color, or they're so drastic that they like don't really fit in that green. And I feel like there's a lot of missing things in it. Minecraft's recent updates, dude, I'm apparently just ranting on Minecraft today. I apologize, Minecraft. I love Minecraft, but sometimes you gotta complain a little, you know. I feel like recent additions to blocks and things that we've had in the game have been very much to fill out certain palettes to make building within a certain color theme better, which is kind of something that like Hightail has done, where the palettes don't really blend across each other super well, but you have a lot of options within like your elven build palette. Like you have certain elven blocks that will work with other elven blocks type thing, but then you don't really get a whole lot of options outside of that work with, say, elven, whatever the heck they called it. And I feel like, unfortunately, Minecraft has been kind of going that route to really like flesh out the unique things. Like the dry grass and everything being in the desert works really well there, but also it kind of like really blends in with the sand to the point where it's kind of hard to see it in the desert, but then you put it somewhere else and it feels so stark. Like I wish dry grass was just a little bit like a little bit like a richer color almost, but like, and like kind of tinted towards brown. That'd be my go. Log walls and beams. Let's make branches. If we had beams, that'd be pretty cool. One sec. Gets his voice back immediately, starts critiquing Minecraft and going on tangents. Just a normal stream day. I'm so back. Yeah. Have you popped totems so far? We've popped 2 totems so far. One was smashing my face into the side of a mountain, and the other was a strider kicked me off the back of the strider somehow in the middle of a lava lake, and I got stuck in swimming animation with my wings on. Both are in videos somewhere. The strider one happened first. That was in the video where I was trying to get all the advancements in the game. The other one was building the mountain over that way. Dude, if I break an axe, that'd be insane. I don't even have backup axes ready. This is the only axe I have, I think. No, I might have one backup. Axe durability lasts forever. It's so hard to get through a netherite axe. Just got in. Why are we clearing trees? We're starting on the mountain here.
Keep it real.
OMG, a visible fWhip. Also, how are you feeling today?
I'm here. Getting better. Getting better. Still on the recovery. Ninja, and thank you so much for the dono and the gift membership, though. I really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Experiencing telekinetic energy was amazing live. Dude, I was so surprised we popped a totem on that. That completely caught me off guard. Currently at the top of the mountain you are working at. What's currently at the top of the mountain? There's the snowy castle up there. We're getting through it slowly. There's a lot more trees than I thought there would be. Love new notifications. Thank you. Yeah, I'm super happy with them.
Keep it real.
Hi, fWhip.
Hey, Jordan. How we doing today? Welcome on in. Thank you for the dono. Oh. I feel like someone is going to lose a world soon, a long-termer. Wow, Rofo, really putting that evil out there, dude. I really thought when spears got added, I thought a few people were going to lose their worlds.
Pleased to meet you.
I thought somebody was going to get caught off guard by a spear, but I'll be honest. Netherite armor, full geared up netherite armor, makes it really hard to die in Minecraft. Especially if you have a totem in your offhand. Unless you are actively summoning wardens, chance of death in Minecraft is so low. You either have to forget to have your chest plate equipped, so you have your elytra equipped instead, or you need to like get right. There had to be some level of forgetfulness involved in it. So when you have a lot of people who stream or play every day and they have that muscle memory of you land and you put your chest plate on, your chance of death is so low. Also, Ivor, thank you so much for the 7 months, dude. Appreciate you. Yeah, Wombat. Yeah, Wombat will tell you how easy it is to die. I mean, not die. I mean, he's definitely on his first world. No, definitely on the second world. Still No, wait, no. Oh. It's okay. I'm in my third world. That's kind of why I think a lot of the hardcore trend died off, I'll be honest. Because I think when hardcore was new, people were like, oh my god, these people are absurd. They're doing all of this. And then it just... Then it was like, oh my god, they hit 1,000 days? Wow, that's insane. And then you're like, oh wait, how many people have hit 1,000 days in their hardcore world? And they're like, oh my god, they hit 10,000 days? Whoa. Wait, they haven't popped a totem in all 10,000 days? Like the stakes of it were proven. They were just like artificially, people are like, oh my god, you die so much in Minecraft. And then people actually tried surviving for a long time. And then they're like, wait, actually, it's not that impressive anymore that people survive for thousands of days. Obviously, like, there are still some people that die every once in a while. But, yeah, it's really not that impressive to live for a super, super long time in Minecraft anymore. Going as somebody who has been in a hardcore world for 4 years. If Link loses his world, that would be notable. I don't know. I think it would be within the community, but like, I don't think we're ever going to see something like Philza losing his world again. Like, I don't think you would ever see the equivalent of the media attention that Philza got when he lost his hardcore world. I think Linksy deserves it. That dude's been in his world forever. But also, I think Link definitely has way more days than Phil has ever had, probably between all three of his worlds. But I don't know if Linksy's at as many years, technically, as Phil was. And the big thing that a lot of the media attention got on was, oh my god, he's been in this hardcore world for 5.5 years. I think it was for Philza. I don't think Link is there yet. And I think when you're going to a general audience, you can't just be like, oh my god, this person survived 20 million days in Minecraft. And they're like, okay, but how long is a Minecraft day? Like, I have no sense of concept around that. See, this is why forest bombs suck, dude. You can't see anything. So I think, unfortunately, for Link to be able to get that crazy media attention that Phil had, he would have to be like 10 years. Doesn't matter if he's 200,000 days in his world. He needs that physical number of IRL years played. He's at 5 years. Wow, Link deserves it. Yeah, Link deserves to die in his world. For everything he's done, Linksy deserves to die in that hardcore world. Somebody can clip that and send that to him if you want. That's totally fine. He'll be like, what the heck, dude? Will you be playing OnlyFangs 3? No. It would be fun to attempt, but I ain't about all that fake drama. So much of the OnlyFangs stuff that they do, for those who don't know what to talk about, it's a World of Warcraft guild that plays in hardcore World of Warcraft. And they just make so much fake drama, dude. Oh, it's so much fake drama. I'll eat it up, though, dude. Some of it is hilarious, but I don't want to be involved with it at all. Time to create unnecessary drama. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I gotta stay relevant somehow, so if it's not off of me being cool at hardcore Minecraft, I obviously just gotta start beefing with other creators, and that's how I can get popular. Wait, Linksy destroyed Small Drip Leaf? Oh yeah, see, I told you, he did something to deserve it. I did not think this was going to take this long to chop trees down. I'll be honest, y'all. But click the like button for tree chopping in Minecraft. Minecraft deforestation. To make way for a cool custom mountain. Why are you creating that side of the mountain first? Because it's smaller. I'll be honest, that's the main reason. I mean, breaking small drip leaf is really just his loss. Yeah, I didn't really realize. Well, I kind of knew, but I didn't really realize that it was going to be an entire forest biome. I thought it was going to be mostly spruce, to be honest. But hey, look at all thems.
Pleased to meet you.
Another one of these. I don't know what to say. Trees.
I get what you're going for. Thank you for the 5 months, Rafa. I appreciate you. Thank you. Whip, you always consistently underestimate how long it takes for sections of your projects to... What do you might want? I hear that enough at home. You said it was only going to take this long. I know, I'm sorry. It took way longer than I thought. Uh-huh.
Keep it real.
Which mount scenes are you working on today? _ fWhip.
This one is right next to the map room castle from way long ago, episode 3. So starter house is like right over that way. Big old trees there. Sort of the south, the central south mountain. She doesn't get on me that much, but there's definitely a lot of times where I'm like, yeah, this only takes like an hour to do all this. No, that took 3 hours. Yeah, it's just part of Minecraft. It's just part of playing the game. Is that every tree down here? Nope. We'll see what happens now. Yeah, okay, they're all despawning. Nice. I did the same though. It happens to both Blocky and I, so we can't blame it. Yeah, you two are both Minecrafters though, so you at least like can relate. Be like, oh yeah, no, that makes sense. Oh, it's definitely like understood now because I've been doing this for so long that things can take longer than expected, but she's not a gamer. So there's always usually a little bit of a surprise, I guess. This would be slapping. Look, a hole. Those are going to despawn eventually. sure to save all my logs. My current project I thought was gonna take me forever to do, but it's been surprisingly quick. Nice. This week's video, yes, there will be a video this week. Took surprisingly a lot longer than I thought it would. But I was also sick, so I think that's definitely why I was just working slower than I normally do. Yeah, there's gonna be a video this week and a video next week is the plan, and then it'll probably be a week or two break after that before the next one. This mountain that we're starting on here isn't even the next video I'm working on. I just wanted to start making progress on it. The one I want to do is, if y'all remember a few creative streams ago, we were building some villager trading halls. I want to do that to just help get entities out of path. So we're gonna move all the villagers, and a big video of scatter. Everybody leave the dwarven trading hall.
Pleased to meet you.
Well, not everybody for now, actually, but you know, we're getting there. Wizzy, thank you for becoming a member, dude. Appreciate you. I know you just wanted my tree schematics because you love trees. You could have just asked. It would have been... No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Thank you. I appreciate you. Really wish I could use Prime Sub. Hey, I don't blame you. Honestly, if YouTube like partnered with something to have the equivalent of a Prime Sub, or hear me out, if you buy YouTube Premium, you get one free membership to apply to somebody. They already have a thing. I guess that'd be the equivalent of like if you had Twitch Turbo. Twitch Turbo is so good. I'll be honest. It's the only thing that makes Twitch watchable.
Keep it real.
Ooh woo.
And Jan, thank you for the dono. Appreciate you. Is it? No, you don't get. But yeah, Twitch Turbo makes it so you don't have ads on anybody. So if you find yourself watching a lot of streamers, if you want the best bang for your buck to have ad-free experience, get Twitch Turbo. If you only watch one, maybe two streamers, just become a member for or a sub for them and subscriber, and you'll get you'll get ad-free on both of them. But if you go Twitch Turbo, it's like $8.99 a month, something like that, and it's it gives a little bit of revenue kickback beyond what would normally be given to the streamer you're watching, and you also get no ads on anybody that you watch. I have YouTube Premium and Twitch Turbo just because those I watch both of those. Like I would probably, if I were to go off of like hours that I spend watching different forms of media, I'm on YouTube more than I'm on Netflix or Disney Plus or any of those things watching videos from people. So like they're way more worth it to me than Netflix or anything. Like I would rather cancel my Netflix subscription before getting rid of YouTube or whatever. Okay, we're gonna go drop these off. Yeah, I do that, but my sub streaks, that's fair. I mean, yeah, that's part of it too. I like having a tree here in direct support. Yeah. I mean, I won't push y'all towards that. Don't worry. I mean, I personally would rather become a member directly, but you know, or a supporter directly, whatever platform you want. Then, but if you are, I will always share. If we're looking for the best bang for your buck, and like cash is limited for people, that's definitely the better route to go. refilling a decent amount. I've got like no streaming services. Yeah, we have far too many, but it's always, I need to get better about just like when there's a show I want to watch, I start paying for it, and then when the show's gone, I stop paying for it. So I'm really bad about like I'll start paying for one and then I'll just forget to cancel it. And Jan, thank you for the gift member. Oh, we have a
Pleased to
decent
meet
amount of
you.
spruce. Ah. Wow. And Blake, thank you so much for becoming a supporter. That one's full, so it can go in here. This one I can actually fill up just off of everything else that's in here. 2 shulker boxes of spruce leaves. I'll take it. I'll take it. And we got 3 empty boxes back for us here too. So many apples. Collecting apples.
Pleased to meet you.
Wasa.
Wasa or Epicero, thank you so much for 25 months, dude. Appreciate you. I don't think there's anything in there. I think that was the only thing in here, probably. Yeah, looks like it. Like, do you get anything from the turbo? No. All you get is ad free viewing on turbo. You get a little turbo badge, I think, but it looks stupid. Dude, we're almost up to 1,200 people. We're almost at 500 likes. Y'all click the like button if you haven't. Helps me out a bunch. Hey Menina, thanks for hanging. Go get some rest. We should watch your streams and gain ideas for your builds, so now that I have the means to do so, I support. Hey, I really appreciate that. Thanks so much. It's okay. We've only got little itty bitty baby projects coming up for the future. Everything that we're doing now is super approachable, super simple.
Keep it real.
Hey fWhip, what is your ideal holiday? 3.
Honestly, I feel like there's 2 types of holidays. Both are ideal, but it's different circumstances for which is better in the moment. If you got your exploratory holiday where you're like going out to sightsee and do stuff there and like go check out new places, like that's one form of a holiday, right? And then there's a holiday where for me I want nothing more than stick my butt in a chair by the pool or on the beach and just not move and just have endless amount of delicious beverages brought over and snacks and just stay there. So, you know, those I feel like it's one of those two. Like either on a beach, hanging out, not doing anything, or doing like a more exploratory one. Which I feel like for the exploring one, I'm kind of either like a a new city, or I honestly really like doing like a long weekend going and like hiking and doing that type of exploration. Like we did that back around Halloween this last year. It was super fun. We just went to a town nearby us, and a little mountain town, and hung out there for the weekend. It was absolutely awesome. Not moving by choice is nice. Yeah. When your biggest thing to decide for the day is when you're going to leave the beach and or pool to go get dinner, that's an excellent day. That's you can't go wrong. That's a great day. And maybe throw in like a little like play some pickleball or something if you're like, oh no, I feel like I gotta
Pleased
move.
to meet you.
I've been stagnant for so long. I'm gonna go move a little bit, or jump in the pool and swim a lap or two. See, easy, chill, great day. Can't a pork chop is in fact not a netherite hoe. Can't put soak touch on that. I'm assuming you're just really into MMA. That's what I'm getting out of the name. No, I'm kidding. Emma, thank you so much for coming to support her. That took me a second. I like me some not moving. I've been doing a little bit too much not moving this last week, so I'm like, I need to move. Like we sat on the couch yesterday. I was out in the yard for like an hour and a half, 2 hours in the morning, just cleaning up stuff from the recent storms, which was nice to move and do all that. And then sat on the couch, watched the F1 race, and then like watched all the interviews afterwards. Got up, made a snack, sat back down, played video games for like 45 minutes just because I was like, okay, I'm not feeling 100%, and we have friends coming over, so I'm just gonna rest for a little bit. And then friends came over, and then we sat on the couch and watched Les Mis, which was like a 2 hour, like 2.5, almost 3 hour movie, with if people are pausing to get up and go to the bathroom and whatnot. So I was like, I just laid on the couch for like 8.5 hours yesterday or something. Like, all right, this is a little too much. I've been sitting stagnant here for far too long. I'm not knocking that for anybody else, but for me, I'm like, I get antsy if I'm sitting still too long. I have to go do adult things. Ew, on a Monday? Adulting shouldn't be allowed on Mondays. Save it for Tuesday. Not kidding. I'm not kidding about that, but
Cha-ching!
an F1 driver follows me on Instagram for no reason. That's a good 2 truths and a lie. Who is that? Anna, thank you so much for the 5 gift memberships. I really do appreciate that. The gift membership fairy's here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, this is the last forest section, I believe. This is definitely, this is gonna look a lot uglier until it looks pretty project. Alright, I work 10.5 hours. So I'm valuing every moment of the nothing. Oh yeah, take it. I absolutely am not trying to discredit the nothing. There's so much value in the do nothing. But I feel like I can only lay horizontal for so long before I'm like, I need to get up. F1 race would be sick to see live. It would be really cool to see one live, but gosh, it's so expensive. That's just like multiple thousands of dollars per person, at least for any of them that are in the US. And that doesn't even include flights and hotels to get there. Like, it's F1 events are ridiculously expensive to get into. And then the food inside is absurd. I remember seeing like a meal thing from Miami a while, like the first race in Miami, and like there was one place that was serving like hamburgers, and they were like $100 or something stupid like that. And it wasn't even like a super fancy one. It was just like something to fill you up so you can go back to watching the race. I was at Vegas Grand Prix last year. I was so sick. Ooh, that's cool. But got free tickets. Yeah. Yeah, it would be cool to go to one eventually. But Vegas isn't happening anymore, right? I'm pretty sure Vegas is no longer on the schedule. How's it going? We're almost done tree chopping. Soonish. The custom ones I made over here, I'm gonna leave them up because we can, and we'll just extend their trunks to hit the ground below them, but I like their vibe, so they stay. Yeah, you can just go hear all that. No, I think that doesn't go there. We're gonna get rid of that. I know nothing about F1, should I? Is it interesting? I feel like for me, I'm not big into many racing things, but I definitely got into it. I'm one of those who got into it because of the Netflix docuseries on it, just giving more of the behind the scenes on the team principles and how the teams function and all that. And so now because I understand all of that, then I'm interested in the sport. But like the sport itself, I'm not a huge racing fan of anything. I went to one race as a kid that was just like, actually a few that were like local, just small ones up here of like traveling groups that would come in and race at different tracks in Washington. Gemini, thank you so much for the 10 gift subs. I really appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, I also I'm not a big fan of like the NASCAR style where it's just like one big loop of whoop whoop whoop. Like I also don't know much about the sport to like really engage in like the technicality of it, but I feel like the technical aspect of F1 to me is interesting. I got an F1 from Brad Pitt's movie with F1. Yeah, we watched that recently. Not a great movie. It was entertaining, but it definitely was. I feel like it was a movie that was made for people who grew up loving Top Gun. And very much like geared towards the older generation of being like, an old guy who used to be in the sport comes back to the sport with no training whatsoever and is able to show these youngins a thing or two about how it's supposed to be done and what it really takes to win through grit. And like that's kind of what Brad Pitt's character was giving throughout most of it. Like that part for me, I was like, all right, this is kind of dumb. But like the filming and like some of it actually being filmed during the F1 race and everything, like that's cool. Like that type of stuff's fun, but the actual characters and everything, like didn't hit for me. Didn't not enjoy watching it, but I don't love it. probably not gonna clear cut every single tree because I'm just going. I want this to be done. I was hoping to at least like get down and start digging and seeing some resources, and I really wanted to shear off the sides today. So something my dad would like. Noted. Exactly. It's a great dad movie. Got to see the F1 Academy race, which was super cool. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, we haven't watched that series yet, but we've been meaning to. These ones are not worth chopping the leaves from. For the spruce logs, you can always strip them while you chop them to save strip logs for the next build. Nah. I could. Probably smart in some way to do it. I don't use many unstripped logs, but it's just double X durability for each log. I know I'll have to do it later, but meh. Dad movies for the win. Hey, yeah, there's nothing wrong with a dad movie. I grew up pretty much watching Hellboy and the Predator movies on repeat with my dad, so you know. Or any of the Mission Impossibles, or pretty much any Jason Statham movie. Transporter, the ultimate dad movies. There's all the Van Helsings. Those, we watched a lot of those too. Yeah, there's a lot of old Western movies too. I just don't remember the names of them. I was never too big into the old Western movies. I've honestly just never been into Western anything, really. It's not an aesthetic that is really that interesting to me. But I think a lot of that is because I have family members who are actually ranchers. So when I'm like, oh yeah, Western movies, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, that's just minus the old lawless West and all that stuff. It's just, it's very similar. Going for a Red Dead Redemption style of my survival world right now. Nice. I know Jermsy Boy's was working on. I don't know where if he kept up with it or not. For some Western something or another. He's done a few streams of doing it, I think. I don't know. I do live essentially in the Wild West, so it fits the vibe. Yeah. You're over there doing your seasonal cattle run. Except it's just a bunch of plants. As a dad and grandfather, I can confirm dad movies are great. Yeah. It is funny how there's like an entire genre of film that's been made with those, like, they're very similar tropes in all of it. Granted, there's very similar tropes across the board of many film genres. It's all film, any form of media. There's always tropes and that are used in different things. And there's only so many different ways you can have a trope and blah 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 without it just being a repeat or a slight change of an old one or whatever. I really don't use many spruce leaves as of late. I want to do more custom spruce trees. But the funny part is most of my custom spruce trees use largely birch leaves. A lot of my custom trees I've designed for like these pine trees and whatnot are more of like a warm weather. Another one done or another section. All we have left is these few trees right here. I'm not getting rid of those custom ones up there. I'm not getting rid of those. So just a few of these. It's like 20 trees, maybe 30. About 5-10 minutes we'll be done. Princess Bride. It's a good one. I haven't seen that one in a long time. Any fun doggo stories lately? With the snow last week, the dogs were super excited to be outside in it. Well, Coda was. Nova not so much. She was more like, get me inside. I want my treat. I went outside. I peed. Get me in the house. I need my treat now. But Coda was out there trying to get anybody and everybody to play with him. So I went out and ran around in the backyard with him, and he was having the time of his life with a little bit of snow on the ground. But nothing too much outside that. No, they've been snoozing. We did start a bunch of herbs from seeds, so we've done that recently. That was pretty fun. We have thyme and mustard seeds that have already started sprouting out of the little things that they're in. So we're starting to get ready for gardening season, which will be fun. I'm excited to get the veggie garden and everything planted again this year. Your snow made it here and we had a blizzard. That's so funny. Yeah, the mountains got absolutely covered in snow. I didn't look at what the final snow count was. I'll have to, from what I can see right now, because I can see the mountains from my office, that they look absolutely covered. So I'm curious. The estimated was 6 to 8 feet. So I need to look up and see how much the Cascades actually got over the weekend. I'm curious. How much snow did the Cascades get last weekend? March. What would that be? That'd be the... Yeah. Oh, it looks like they got about 6 feet. Yeah. The highest depth that it was that stuck around was 73 inches of snow. Was like the highest, but some of it melted a little bit. There's 192. There's 200 flat inches of snow is the total accumulation for the year right now. That's not that much for what we normally get. Yeah, no, the whole mountain pass got closed Thursday night and didn't open until Saturday morning. And then the absolute insanity of people who went up to go ski Saturday. One of the big resorts nearby us, that just like local ski resorts, had like 2.5 hour lines for the biggest chairlift.
Pleased to meet you.
To get to the top of the mountain.
Ooh, 6 months of whiptastic building.
Baza, thank you for the 6 months, dude. I really appreciate that. We start working on the interiors of the buildings near the city, the market area with the statue in the middle. Somewhat soonish. I'm gonna kind of keep splicing them in. I'm focusing on the upper city right now, just so that I can have that fully done, because I believe every interior up there for all the completed buildings is now done. So that's kind of turned into my, okay, I know I have this place left to go. So I'm focusing on getting all those done, and then we're gonna probably just continue working down the street and move towards that area of it. So I don't know. Hopefully within the next few months we'll be there, because I need to get back into doing. We need to do our weekly interior and whatnot still. I might do an interior on Wednesday. We'll see. I might also start gathering resources for the villager trading also. I'm trying to get a little ahead on video recording right now. So this isn't even 115 comes out this week, episode 115. Next week is going to be a one-off video that I've been working on. And then it'll be the next video I'm going to work on is 116, which will be all the villager trading. And I think 117 will probably be the mountain. And I think after that could be kind of fun to do one that's just updates on all of the interiors. Like give myself a week and see how many interiors I can build. So I need to be really careful to not pick any done by Crimson. Otherwise that answer is going to be 3. Because I'll build 2 other interiors, then I'll start on Crimson's, and then I will not finish. Are you gonna name the districts like the land around Path and the deserts of New Paris? I just don't really have names for them right now, but I probably should. It's also hard to always remember the little villages and everything. I just woken up, gotten ready for chest ultrasound, suffered cardiac arrest 3 days ago from stress. So watching, oof, I'm sorry, dude. Hopefully you're able to take some time to just chill for a bit. That sucks. That's a lot to deal with. So take it as slow as you can. Will you drop the world download sooner? The last one was November. I just released one. I just released one with the Cyberpunk City. There's a new world download that came out. So yeah, the last video on the channel, but yeah, this mountain we'll see. Cause I'll release one again for 120. So whenever 120 happens, because that'd be an on schedule. But the Cyberpunk City, I just thought would be fun to have one. Yeah. I just released one as kind of a bonus. Cyberpunk City. Here's a brand new massive build project. You can go check it out in person if you want to. Type of thing. I was like, this would be kind of fun. I gotta blow my nose 1 sec. Ooh, don't hit the monitor. How many trees left to destroy? Probably like 15, 10, somewhere in there. How big is the mountain gonna be? Missed the last two stream. This one we've already designed, but we're kind of covering like kind of from there over. So this whole section. Another 6 months away. Nah. I'm trying to do like 2-3 videos a month right now. I also really want to get another Misadventures video out soonish. I don't know quite when that's gonna happen. Whereas I can't find the download sections of the Discord server. Would one of the mods be able to help? Maybe it's in the server supporter announcements. Maybe in there. Maybe I didn't put it in the download section yet. Might be in the announcements channel. Anybody else excited for Crimson Desert this week? Any Crimson Desert gamers? I haven't decided if I'm buying it yet, but I'm very intrigued by it. But I'll be honest, I'm probably going to buy it out of FOMO. Even though it's a single player game, I'm probably going to buy it out of FOMO. Day after my birthday, so present to me. Nice. Yeah, I haven't. It's one of those games where, especially after they added the DRM, which is why the heck are we getting DRM software in a single player game? Why do we need anti-cheat in a single player RPG that has zero intentions of multiplayer, but you now have to be online in order to play the game? That was pretty shady of them to add that after the pre-orders were already live. Don't like that. So it's got me hesitant. So I don't think I'm gonna buy day one. I think I'm gonna give it a week. I'm also still trying to finish Assassin's Creed Shadows, so I should probably do that first. Because the second I pick up something else, I ain't going back to that. I'm new for watching your live streams, but I love watching your YouTube videos. Hey, Phantom, welcome on in. Wexerito, I don't know why, but every single time I keep seeing your name in chat, I keep thinking you're Wells Knight. And I know that's like for some reason I keep reading your name and be like, oh, why is Wells Knight here? Like, I got it, I not realize. Nope, not him. Maybe they're secretly trying to make a multiplayer. I don't think they will, because their other big game they have is Black Desert Online, so they want people to be playing both, not ditch Black Desert Online to play that. What's Crimson Desert about? Honestly, that's a great question. I don't think I can even explain it. It's like a massive kind of open world RPG game, but they are trying to stray away from the idea of it being an RPG, of like there's no leveling system, but there's like skills you can gain, and there's like, it's like the main character that you play as to start, but then you can unlock other characters to play as, but you're like from a certain clan that's like lost their land in a big war, and you're trying to bring your clan back to power and get revenge. And I honestly, that's it just, the world looks beautiful. And if there's ever a game that's like that massive open world that actually turns out to be that good, I'm sold instantly. Like I don't need much convincing for a good open world game. I'll play them. And that's kind of like all I'm at with this one. I did reach out to try and see if I could get a key. We tried reaching out to the tried reaching out to the dev studio and got just a firm no. No, we're only giving select keys out to certain people. They're very much betting on this game being a huge hit, that they are like, no, we're doing minimal creator PR. Like we're only giving out a certain number of keys to a very small select number of creators. To even, like, I wasn't even trying to get early access or anything. I was just trying to get access for free because I didn't want to drop $70 on it. I feel like $70 for a video game, as much as that's becoming the standard, to me, still risk. Like $70 for something that you're not even sure if you're going to enjoy it, and the only way to know that is to play it long enough to get past the point where you can return it. Like, that kind of sucks. I wish more video games had like a demo that you could play. Like, play the first 2 hours free, and then you can buy it and continue your character from there. But then that would probably make it way easier to pirate things. You can download all of the software. Have you heard about the Lord of the Rings RPG in the making? I think I've briefly heard of it. I'd be interested. I think I'd like does it follow the Fellowship, or is it like you're just can kind of be a dude in the Lord of the Rings universe in Middle Earth, run around doing Middle Earth things? $70 for a video game is crazy. AAA games have been $70 for a long time, unfortunately. You know it's bad when Diablo 4 currently is doing a collab with Doom. So you can get cosmetics in Diablo 4 that can make your character look like the Doom guy. And the current cost of that bundle, purely for the transmog, so you can just cosmetically look like Doom guy, that doesn't even include Doom guy's sword, is the entire price of the newest Doom game. Purely just to be able to cosmetically look like Doom guy in Diablo 4 for your character. Doesn't make your character stronger at all. Is the entire cost of that newest Doom game that's like back with like the shield and sword and whatnot. I don't know what it's actually called. But I saw that and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Good luck, Baza. Hopefully everything's coming back clean.
Pleased to meet you.
3M? Is that? I don't know, man. I numbers and names. That's my boomer showing. I don't know. But thank you so much for coming to member. Okay, there's our last tree. I believe. Let's find out how many we forgot. Forgot a bunch. How did I manage that? Most games that come out these days don't seem to be worth it for me, so it's kind of a weird time. Yeah, I don't feel like there's any games coming out right now that I'm like, oh my god, I need to play this right now. That's so cool. Or there's games that are coming out that I want to play, but there's like, it requires multiplayer, and the player base is just so small that it just like isn't thriving. And so I feel like I'm like stuck on all those.
I wouldn't pay that much money to look like the Doom guy when I could be the Doom guy by playing Doom.
True, exactly. And then you get more hours of overall content to play if you play Doom and play Diablo. Nope, well, that was not what I thought was gonna happen. Well, what if it also comes with a cool Doom guy horse? There's no Doom guy horse in Doom. Huh? Okay. We're almost done. Surely. Definitely a log in here somewhere. What's the deal with Hightail? It's already dead. Hightail is early access. Hightail is going to be a game that you're going to hear about seasonally. Anytime Hightail has a big update, you're going to hear content creators being like, oh my god, Minecraft Killer's back with this new update. You can do all this and this and this. And blah, blah, blah. Look how amazing this thing is. Bam, 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 bam. And then 2 weeks are going to go by and you're not going to hear anything about it. Hightail is exactly where I was expecting it to be. I'll be honest. Hightail was not interesting enough and great enough to hold.
One more to go. Can't believe it's been 11 months. Love how the world has evolved over the years. BTW another mountain? Underscore fWhip colon underscore.
I really wish it threw that like confusion in there that I think you're going for, Eddie. Thank you for the 11 months, my dude. I appreciate you. Yeah, we're doing it again. But this time, I've already planned this one. It's a few months old, so it's one that I've already planned, not a new one. So, you know. I'm just completing a project that I said I was gonna do. It's different. It's very different. Super different this time. YouTube friends, click the like button if you haven't already. Helps me out a bunch. Twitch friends, if you go to YouTube and click the like button too. I appreciate it, but no pressure. What was I saying though? Oh, Hightail. Yeah, I feel like Hightail was something that was a cool tech demo of this is an early access game that, because this is exactly like the reasoning I gave when Hightail originally came out, that I thought it was not going to be a success, and I think is exactly why it's been not a success. Because Hightail released as an early access game with about as much content to do in it as Minecraft had 10, 12 years ago. At least like content depth. There's different forms of content in there, but like overall content is not like as wide as you can get in Minecraft. There's more things to do in Minecraft because a big part is that there's no technical anything in Hightail. There's no farming. Outside of quite literal farming, but there's no any form of, we're gonna go down to the foliage first. There's no form of redstone or technical bits or anything that are introduced in the game yet. They've all been coming later But with how Hightail released right now, being in early access without like a full finished game, they basically shot themselves in the foot of being something that was never really going to compete with Minecraft because of the Minecraft player base that was looking forward to Hightail, was expecting Hightail to be an S tier better than anything Minecraft has ever been from day one. Like the amount of people that I saw posting videos being like, oh my god, it's finally here. Oh, I don't have to play Minecraft anymore. Yes, Hightail is here. I'm saved. This is amazing. And then they're all back to playing Minecraft already. Like that, I wish I was joking on that. There's quite a few people that I've seen pretty much say exactly that. And then made one video where they're like, oh my god, Minecraft needs to do this way. Hightail did this so much better. And then they got through the fancy early game of Hightail and they're like, oh, there's nothing to do in it. Like outside of building a house and a storage room, there's no reason to build in Hightail. Hightail is a game that's right now based around building up a little house for yourself to live in, and then you go and explore. And then once you're done exploring and getting fully kitted out, you have no gameplay left. There's nothing else to do in the game. So it's kind of an interesting one that I think is gonna not be popular for at least a year, and that's only if they actually deliver on the updates that they said they were gonna keep up with. Well, yeah, but considering how complex it is and that it's early access, I feel like it's understandable. One, it's understandable. Two, they have somebody to be inspired by. So Hightail, by coming after Minecraft, does not get any of the leniency that early Minecraft got, because Hightail is not defining a genre like Minecraft defined a genre. Hightail is purely copying a successful genre and trying to do their own take on it, which means at that point they have so much other research and everything that they can take into account that they either chose to not use or chose that it wasn't important or said that they'll do it later. So when you get that type of element of stuff, then you get it's just, they like, so much respect for Hightail, and I really do wish them the best. But also at the same time, you have to be able to acknowledge that Minecraft already has done a lot of stuff. I just want to, we're almost at 400,000. Minecraft has already done a lot in the genre, in the field of the early access sandbox game growing into big game. Like that's already been seen and proven to be a successful place to go, a safe bet of somewhere to move forward with. And so far, Hightail, like, they had how many years to learn from them? Granted, they lost a lot of years, but they might have lost a lot of years of code, but they still have all of the years of the things that they learned and tried and decided against or to focus on throughout that time. So they might have lost years of development hours, but they still had all the years of learning of what they wanted to implement. So I don't really give Hightail a whole lot of extra space of their super early access, blah blah blah. Like, no, they needed to. Hightail, in order to be a success with mass amounts of gamers, needed to be a success from day one, and they did not. I think they should have not opened up I think they should have waited until this summer to start providing early access. I think they needed those extra development months, especially if Simon's already out there saying he's going to financially support it for 10 years. If they already have the funding committed for 10 years, I don't understand why they just released it as it was. It's not like they needed money. So Minecraft lore versus Hightail lore. It's not even lore, it's just fact of the matter of if you take out Minecraft versus Hightail and just look at that in terms of any industry anywhere, take the car industry as an example. Yeah, I know. I said that. But if you go back to like way back in the day, or even going into like electric car models nowadays, where if there is a company that releases an electric car that's a success, and it's really, really good, and it's cool, and it does all these fancy smanchy things, and then the consumer base loves it. If another company releases an electric car, you know for a fact that they have probably went and bought many, many versions of that electric car that's already a success out there, so that they can drive it around, they can see everything about it that's good, they can figure out about it what they think that they can improve. They have all of that information that they can learn from, and then it's on them to develop the new car. And then the consumers are going to be out there and being like, hey, here's electric car 2. It's out now. Yay, cool. That's super fun. And then, but we already have electric car 1 over here. Am I going to buy the second one? No, one is the same price and it has more features to it. Why would I buy 2? Like that's kind of the position Hightail's in right now. They released it at the same exact price that Minecraft's at right now, and they have less features. And they also did some things that Minecraft chose to do. They said, nah, we don't think that's good, so we're not going to do it. And then Minecraft was like, well, actually, and then it's actually something that's important to the players. Even though it was really good and did those things, I still don't see it succeeding. Minecraft is just that popular. I could see it. I think it's going to develop a good niche audience. I think it's going to be bigger than Vintage Story. I think it's going to be kind of in that same realm as Vintage Story, to be honest, by the time it finishes developing, where it's a cool story to go play through. But unless you're really, really dedicated to the game, there's really not a whole lot of other stuff that you're going to want to really be doing in it. Uh-oh, I came back to Hightail talk. We're just talking about why it's going to fail, Wizzy. You know, I know you're a big Hightail believer. Yeah, I don't know. Hightail did just announce that big mod challenge that they're doing. So it'll be interesting to see if they do anything with that. But again, that's just... I also worry... I've bought a lot of indie games that have promised a lot of features and then started releasing and promoting modding tools, and then they just stopped developing features because they realized that modders will do it for them for free. That like pessimist in me is really worried with how much Hightail is devoting funding and energy and everything towards the modding community. I think modding is really important to video games, especially sandbox games, for like long-term player base growth and just allowing people to cater how they want to do things to what they're going to do. But I also feel like the way that Minecraft went about it is kind of good, where they just let it grow naturally. Granted, it would be great if there was a modding API, so mods just worked in the game and we didn't need to wait for the mods developers to do multiple weeks of effort to fix things with each update. Would love that for the mod devs. But yeah, I don't know. I'm always cautious whenever a game starts going into, we're gonna really fund and push content for our mod developers to make more content. I would prefer that they always push their time and effort and energy towards developing the content themselves, because then I always prefer official content over modded content. I don't know what it is about me, but I don't gravitate towards using a lot of mods in video games. I think the only games that I really care to use mods in is Civilization, and that's just for UI mods, and Minecraft. And I guess technically, if you consider add-ons in World of Warcraft to be mods, that I used to use a lot of add-ons when I played WoW, but I haven't played WoW in quite some time, so. Ew, why is there white concrete here? Oh well, just put a piece of stone there or something. Ew, there's concrete here too. Okay, I missed a masking point. Okay, come back and manually fix this in the schematic. I think Minecraft and Elden Ring are the only games I mod. I've never modded Elden Ring. What can you even mod in that? Actually, no, I've seen some people do those like random boss playthroughs. Those are hilarious. I had a big stint where I was going through just watching. There's some boss playthroughs I was seeing in Elden Ring where people were literally there's a mod that'll just randomize the bosses that you have to fight. And so you can go from in the first boss, instead of getting the pretty easy guy who's there kind of teaching you the tutorial and everything, there was somebody who got the absolute hardest boss in the game as the first boss that they had to fight and just like went through the process of trying to actually beat the thing. I thought that was hilarious. I was so locked in. Hey Jason, how we doing? Yeah, even like Minecraft, I will mod it to the extent of vanilla plus mods, but anything beyond that for me, I actually find that I start to not enjoy the gameplay as much. It just feels too cumbersome. And the only mods I use in Civ are ones that like allow me to put reminders on the map of, hey, we're gonna put a granary here. I use mods to romance the wizard in Stardew Valley. I mean, send the link. Yeah, how do we feel about the new Stardew Valley news of the 2 new romanceable candidates? Are we on Justice for Clint, or are we on Clint's a weirdo? Oh, man. Grass will grow back over itself. How's your book reading been going? Just started Dungeon Crawler Carl book 3. Ooh, I just finished book 1. I have book 2 and 3 are they were supposed to arrive on Saturday and then got delayed, so they don't get here till Wednesday. Sorry, somebody messaged me. Ooh, that's weird. That needs to be... Alright, I need to fix that up too. Okay, that's really gross looking. I'll fix that later. I don't know why I'm bothering placing down all this grass. I mean, I guess it's going to save me a few seconds later. Okay. Sure, why not? We're chopping up here. What was the reason to start a new hardcore instead of new series? Maybe not in Minecraft. Oh, that last video I released was an absolute joke. I'm not doing anything with that world. No, yeah, that was, if you got to the end of the video, you probably saw the reason for the joke. This video was that is releasing this week, was supposed to be live last week. So I wasn't going to leave y'all with a 2-week break after doing a joke video, but that's how the cookie crumbled. But yeah, no, that video, absolute joke. We're not going back to that world again. Now, if you watch through to the end of that, I had the perfect start in a hardcore Minecraft video, you'll see what's up. I was just making a joke. I need to get to editing. Oh, good luck, dude. One sec. Finally found a perfect seed. So you just click start game and you're good. I think every Minecraft world has a good seed. I think there's more good seeds out there than people really realize. I'm definitely somebody who likes to pick one. I will admit that too, but yeah, I feel like there's a lot of good Minecraft seeds out there that a lot of people are. I think people go for convenience a lot. I mean, absolutely not knocking you. Glad you found one. But I feel like a lot of people go for convenience of biomes being super close to them instead of something that's going to be like cool for the aesthetic for long term. But I also think that's my play style of I absolutely hate if I'm building something and I run into a biome that changes the grass color or the like is a desert or something, or like the watercolor like running into the swamp or something like that. Like that to me just like that ruins a build pretty quickly. So I like biome, like my next world is going to have much larger biome sizing on it than default. I think I'm going to 4 times biome sizing. I'm gonna make a data pack that'll do it. Do you see yourself ever spending as much time on another world as you did with this one? Yeah, I mean, when this one eventually ends, as long as I'm still making money on YouTube, I'll be able to keep this as my full-time job. The plan is to go right into whatever world comes next. So, yeah, I mean, I think a big part for me that I really, really value in my Minecraft experience is a single player world. I don't think I could be somebody who only played on SMPs. I really, my motivation to play on SMP servers is typically pretty low, which is not fair to people who are on servers with me, which is why I've just kind of not really jumped on many servers as of late. But yeah, no, I'm a big single player Minecraft player. To me, single player Minecraft is my favorite part of Minecraft. Sorry. Sorry, Lizzie has messaged me for some misadventure stuff. Secret communication, can't tell you all about it. You're starting a new world, what style would you build in? Honestly, I'd probably still stick to something medievally focused. I might try some stuff that's a little bit like newer style than what I do. Like I think I kind of like the idea of having like telephone poles, but like almost like putting those like farther back in history, if that would make sense. Like, I don't want to have cars or anything in worlds that I make. I still want things to travel by wagon and cart and boat and type travel methods. But I think having something that could, like, having some telephone wiring and stuff like that could be kind of cool, just for extra aesthetic of things in the air that aren't just trees and buildings. Yeah, super top secret hush hush. I wish I could show the Sally if I can't. I get in so much trouble. Medieval steampunk blend. Not so much steampunk. But yeah, because I don't want to do like steampunk like gears and things, but I guess like it would be a little, I almost maybe would go a little bit more diesel punk than steampunk. Or maybe it could even be like an Anno 1800 level. I don't think they really had cars in that, but they had like steamboats and things. So I feel like the next world might be like a Minecrafted version of like pre-industrial revolution, but like on the cusp of it, where like some of the tech is starting to get implemented. I feel like that could be a fun way of, because we could still have our little farming villages and medieval Minecrafty things that could fit in well, but then we'd also have the ability to get into some more fancy schmancy. Yeah, it definitely rains too much. Yeah, definitely rains a lot in this Minecraft world. You know, it's actually been dumping rain outside. It was one of those morning dog walks today where I got back and even though I had a rain jacket on, I had to like fully change all of the clothing I was wearing because I was just sopping wet. So not fun. Back there, gotta be careful. What about an IRL medieval, not medieval fantasy? Yeah, it'll probably be a blend of all of it. I feel like the fantasy, I don't really even do a whole lot of fantasy. It's just like Minecrafted, over-exaggerated structural elements. But I don't feel like I do a whole lot of like super fantasy. I mean, we have dwarves, which I do like the ability to like throw in a random fantasy race or something, but like, I don't know. We'll see when we get there. I know soon I want to do a Asian inspired, like more Japanese inspired area. Like kick off a new build zone, and I think it's going to be a Japanese inspired project. Just been I've been interested in it for a while. I saw what Dai was doing and I was like, all right, this is pretty sick. And then I saw something else that somebody had done and I was like, okay, I'm interested. And then I saw Assassin's Creed Shadows on sale, so I bought it while I've been sick, and it's been pretty good to play. Would not recommend. Absolutely do not buy it for full price. The game is buggy as heck, but if you can get it on a good sale, like I got it for like $15, maybe $20, it was worth $20. Absolutely not worth $60 like it's normally listed at. No, the game is way too buggy to be worth that much money. Look at us just moving the grass around. Not only are we breaking, we are mountain building today. Want some Rome inspo region? I don't really have one that's like super Rome inspo, but we do have like a Mediterranean region that's been developing slowly. We have this little village out here that's a little Cinque Terre inspired. So it's got some Mediterranean stuff to it. This is going to be a little bit more Tuscan up here. We've got a ruined castle in this, and we got another house coming in here soon for one of the villager trading locations. And I do want to redo this village and turn this into... I think this might be more of a town than just a village redo. I feel like it could work better being a bit... going back to the map. I feel like the number of houses in here, I want to like double that for this and have the road kind of there, but then like stretch the town to like limit here, and then town goes up probably north of this ravine. And then I also want to bring in like a little forest extension through here so it blocks off this farmstead that's very much not a Tuscan style, but I don't want to tear it down because I like the farmstead itself. Wow, fancy. Look at that. This is going to all look incredibly weird until we actually fill in everything around it, but I don't care. Yeah, that's enough for here right now. I was doing a bunch of Japanese architecture a few weeks ago, decided I wanted to switch it up slightly, but still keep the Asian influence, because I see more medieval style than Asian, so why not? Yeah, I think Asian architecture in itself is absolutely gorgeous, and I feel like Minecraft can lend really, really well to doing some of it, so it's definitely different ways of laying out a lot of your shapes, but I think it's a good challenge just to change things up every once in a while. But yeah, I don't know when that's gonna come. I feel like I think I owe it to y'all to finish some projects before I start new projects. I think I also owe it to myself to do that. Hence starting this mountain. I'm not going to build this wall extension right here. Change things up every twice in a while. True, that's a good way to do it. Maybe try 3 times in a while. It could work. If you ever get stuck a 3rd time, definitely does it. Yeah, cool. Just say that I found out why Japanese seems most common in Asian styles of Minecraft. I think on top of what I don't know how to say your name at all. Top of what the person who responded to you in chat said. I think like the West definitely has always, at least as far as I can remember, going back to dad movies, we're coming full circle now. There definitely was like an obsession with samurai, which I also I learned recently is flipped in a lot of Asian cultures are really obsessed with cowboys. So but like think of how many people probably bought katanas and whatnot in the US because they're like, oh my god, cool samurai stuff. Like, you know, we all probably know at least one person that has bought a katana or something like that. So I think that definitely plays into a little bit, but then it's also, yeah, like it's a very highly produced build style in Minecraft, at least, which makes it a little bit more approachable, I think, for people. But yeah, there's just a lot more art in like Western cultures that is based off that to be able to draw inspiration off of. I'm not even gonna be building all this down here. I don't know why I'm here, but I am. Actually, no, that does come down a bit farther, but I'm gonna be just, we're in a hard chop to here. At least in this area. When we get out of here, we'll loop it back down more. Yeah. What's your name in Minecraft? Mine? fWhip. Why? You can't just ask somebody their name like that. I mean, you can, but why? Oh, wrong box. Wait, you're fWhip? I am. I know. It's amazing. Okay. Let's get this little... At least this will work to get some little teeny tiny bits of the materials I need placed down. Not much, but I think if we carry this around the entire way that I'm like clear cutting everything for now, I think it'll actually get a decent amount of the like dirt and grass in. At least in these like little sections. When is fWhip? 226. Yeah, a lot of this is probably going to get changed eventually, but whatever. Slowly. Slow progress on this big boy. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that definitely starts to look more mountainy. We've really did not clear out much of that. That was like a half hour to get. I guess we kind of went up there a little bit too. And we did most of this on the edge. That's just some grass that'll be easy to place over. So it's gonna be a few streams probably of just maybe 1 or 2 streams more of clearing out things. Snow. Southeast mountain day 1. Yeah. Thankfully, if this saves in a second. Thankfully, we only really have to chop stuff off the front and this side here. There's teeny tiny little bits over here that need to be chippy chopped. Like a little bit down there. That's just we're outside of the render distance. There's a decent amount in here, I guess, that we have to do. So that we'll have to deal with that. Thankfully, most of the top and everything doesn't need to get there. Is that an aqueduct? I don't know what you're talking about. Don't fall in that. Yeah, we can do this easy. That's not too bad. Probably I think one more like big stream and we can clear out all of the land that we need. And then we can get to work on gathering. World's cracked. Nah, it's just you get to the edge of your voxy render distance. Or your actual chunks and then voxy doesn't cover those. But my friends, my voice is starting to get a little tired. So I think we're going to call it there today. Thank you so very much for hanging. I really do appreciate it. Y'all been absolutely amazing. So thank you so very much for the support and all that. And for all the likes, the members, or new members, resubs, all that cool stuff. I really do appreciate you. But that is going to do it for the Minecrafting today. And who do I know that is live? Cleo's live. We'll go raid Cleo. We haven't raided Cleo in a long time. So jump on over on the Twitch raid if you want to. Go say hello to Zombie Cleo. But with that, my friends, I really appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye. We'll be back again on Wednesday. Friday might be a Twitch only stream. I'll let you all know. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Bye.